What has made Westchase one of the most popular neighborhoods in Tampa for the last 30 years? That's an easy question, and today I'm going to show you. Hey everybody, I am Melanie Atkinson, Realtor with Smith & Associates, and welcome to episode number 2 of Neighborhoods I Love featuring Westchase. This is a neighborhood very close to my heart because I did personally live here between 2001 and 2006. I'll tell you what I paid for that house a little later on. Plus, we have a whole bunch of clients that want to live in Westchase, so I know this neighborhood like the back of my hand. Let's get right into all the great things that this neighborhood has to offer, and I will also tell you some of the not so great things about Westchase. Westchase covers about 2,000 acres in northwest Hillsborough County, and its location has always been one of its most appealing features because it's so centrally located to all 3 of the Bay Area counties. For commuters or people that need easy access to the airport, the Veterans Expressway is the main north-south road which takes you right into the Tampa International Airport and the West Shore Business District in about 20 minutes. You can get to downtown Tampa in 25 to 30 minutes depending on traffic. And if you want to get to a beach, you are between 25 and 40 minutes away, depending on which beach. And you also have close access to some of our smaller cities like Safety Harbor and Dunedin. The whole area surrounding Westchase is developed too. So you really have easy access to tons of great restaurants, grocery stores, including a Costco. The Citrus Park Mall is right down the street, professional services, and so much more. You are also 20 minutes from the International Plaza, Tampa's flagship shopping mall. Westchase is a huge master plan and subdivided community. The first Westchase residents moved in around 1992, and most of the neighborhood was built by 2004, so the 90s were a busy decade for Westchase. There are approximately 3,500 homes in Westchase, and they're divided into 17 different neighborhoods. Within those neighborhoods, it is further divided into even more villages, about 36 total. Almost every time I'm touring Westchase with clients, they ask, "Are we still in Westchase?" Because the area is so sprawling and the neighborhoods have different personalities to them. Linebaugh Avenue is the main road that runs through Westchase, and I think it's one of the prettiest roads in all of Tampa, especially in the summer when the crepe myrtles are in full bloom. Visually, Westchase has a maturity that the newer neighborhoods don't have, and that maturity really wows people that are new to the area. There is not a main entrance gate in Westchase, but there are several individual neighborhoods that do have gates. Now let's talk about the amenities. In comparison to some of the super fancy amenity centers that are popping up for newer communities, Westchase's amenities are fairly understated, especially for the amount of homes. But that was pretty normal at the time Westchase was developed. Also, a lot of homes in Westchase have private pools, so there isn't as much of a need for big community pools. That being said, there are 2 separate swim and tennis centers and also 2 very large, wonderful playground areas. There are basketball courts, sports fields, parks, pavilions that can be reserved for parties, and miles of nice sidewalks. Westchase also has a popular public 18-hole golf course and clubhouse. Although not technically community amenities, there are 3 different areas within Westchase that have tons of restaurants, shops, and professional services. West Park Village is the downtown area of Westchase and has tons of places to eat, socialize, and shop. This downtown area is one of the main reasons that people want to live in Westchase. They love having super close access to great dining options and nightlife. Westchase has so much going on within the neighborhood itself and also really close access to the other popular spots in Tampa. Now let's talk about schools. As always, I will put a disclaimer here that school zones are subject to change at any time, but these are the current public school zones for Westchase residents. There are 2 elementary schools that you would be zoned for depending on where you live: Westchase Elementary and Lowry Elementary. Most of the neighborhoods in Westchase are zoned for Westchase Elementary, which is located within the community itself. The communities that run the west side of Countryway Boulevard and one on the east side are currently zoned for Lowry Elementary. These neighborhoods include Berkeley Square, Keswick Forest, Glenfield, Bennington, Wycliffe, Woodbay, and Glencliff. All of Westchase is zoned for the same middle school, Davidson Middle, and all of Westchase is zoned for the same high school, Alonzo High. Within the Westchase boundaries and nearby are several private preschools for the kiddos who aren't in school yet. Regardless of what type of home you prefer, you can find it in Westchase. There are apartments, villas, townhomes, condos, and tons of single-family homes. Some of the neighborhoods just have single-family homes, while others are a mix of home types. Westchase has a lot of what I would call typical Florida-looking homes, complete with palm trees in the front. But if you like a different look to the exterior of your home, there are neighborhoods within Westchase that have different styles. For instance, West Park Village has gorgeous traditional style homes with front porches, while the Greens offers a lot of two-story models with stone accents. The Estates and Harbor Links were built by luxury builders, so they have a lot of exterior variations. Prices in Westchase currently are ranging from the low $400,000s for the smaller townhomes and condos to over $1.3 million for the single-family homes. House sizes range from just under 1,300 square feet to well over 4,000 square feet. So what are the fees to live in such a great neighborhood? Typically, this is my least favorite part, but Westchase actually has super low fees when compared to other popular areas, especially when you account for all of the conveniences that are within the neighborhood. Because the bond portion of the CDD for many Westchase homes was paid off once those homes hit 20 years old, the leftover CDD amount, the amount that goes towards the maintenance, is actually really low. The typical CDD amount that would be on your property taxes ranges, depending on neighborhood, from under $500 per year to just over $1,200 per year. Plus, the HOA fee is just over $300 per year. So that means you can live in this gorgeous neighborhood for as low as $800 in fees per year, and that's really low when you compare it to other neighborhoods. There are obviously a lot of great reasons for wanting to live in Westchase, but what are the cons of this neighborhood? There are three cons that I hear the most: average price, older floor plans, and outdated finishes. The average price for a single-family home in Westchase over the past year is around $750,000, which can be a shock for buyers. Remember how I told you I used to live in Westchase? Well, that was around 20 years ago, and I paid $266,000 for a 2,800 square foot house in the Fords. Coincidentally, that same house that I lived in is currently on the market for $849,000. That is a 319% increase in 20 years. Westchase homes were built 25 to 30 years ago when floor plans were very different than what we're seeing now. There were a lot of formal spaces in Westchase homes which may not appeal to today's buyers. And a lot of plant shelves. Lots and lots of plant shelves. Full confession, I totally had fake vines on my plant shelves in 2002. The age of these homes also means that there are some outdated cosmetic finishes that you might have to deal with. Unfortunately, 30-year-old houses aren't old enough to have vintage charm. Typically, they just look like they need updating. A lot of these homes have been updated, but the updated ones either sell for a hefty premium, or it's possible that the updates are now old enough to look outdated again. All of that being said, the average house in Westchase is really beautiful, and you cannot beat the appeal of the neighborhood itself. I hope this has helped anyone looking to move to Westchase or the Tampa area in general. If you're looking for more information, please give us a call or check out our website. If you're not already a subscriber to this channel, please hit that subscribe button for more Tampa lifestyle information. And thank you so much for watching.